With salespeople, sometimes, especially if it's heavy into outbound prospecting, where you're going to be on the phone or face to face with an administrative assistant or a receptionist of some sort, it can kind of create a little bit of a thing inside the salesperson where they default to a defensive kind of mentality.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the first things that we want to do in that is shift the frame of the salesperson. Instead of looking at that person across from you or on the other end of the phone from you as a gatekeeper to keep you out, let's reframe that a bit. I mean, think about what their job is. Their job is to protect the time of the owner. And if the
Mm-hmm.
owner is seeing every salesperson that comes through the door, they can't get their work done, and so that's to nobody's interest. And so we're all better off if we don't really let ourselves get even slightly upset with that person for doing their job well. That's
Mm-hmm.
okay. But then there's a second shift that we switch. That if you understand the second shift, and again, it really starts with the salesperson, it totally changes the response both in you and in the receptionist. And that's this: uh, get your eyes off yourself and get your focus on what their value is from your proposition.
Mm-hmm.
I think most companies, even though they're very well intended, they kind of miss the mark when it comes to a value proposition, because a value proposition has nothing to do with the transaction. It has nothing to do with what you do above and beyond it. Not your product, not your service, not your company, not even how great you are as a salesperson. And we all know everybody who follows your show is awesome. But what we're talking about here is, how does that person you're talking with, how does their life improve by taking the step you're asking them to take? So if in every conversation you're having, whether it's middle management, whether it's entry level, whether it's the decision maker themselves, focus your words on their and your phrases on how they get their value, what their benefit is from what you're asking them to do, and
Mm-hmm.
you'll get much better results, and it changes their perception.